Okay, welcome back to another episode. On this one, I'm going to be discussing my saddle hunting experiences from this year, all the gear that I used and how I liked it, and what I've traded out, and so on and so forth. I'm going to still hunt a couple more days, hopefully this year. It's December 3rd, or December 2nd now, but I'm going to kind of go over what I used this season and what I just upgraded to just a couple days ago, what I think is going to help me. And I just did a climb with it and it felt amazing. But start off, I used the Cruzr, the 2-panel one this year. I think it's the Anchor, I'm not sure. It's ARCHON, I think. But it's a 2-panel one by Cruzr. Absolutely loved it. I'm not going to change that out. It's super comfortable. I really enjoyed it. I never really had much hip pinch, especially when you get a lot of sits into it. I mean, I had probably 30-40 sits in it this year, so it really shaped around me. So that's what you got to take in consideration. You get to really sit in, have multiple sets to get that, I think they call it saddle form. And as soon as that happened, it's a great saddle. So if you're looking for a saddle, I recommend this one. But I know there's a bunch more on the market, so just my experiences, I've only used the Phantom, which is another really good saddle, and the Hawk, which, I mean, for the price, really, it wasn't that bad. It's not the best one by any means, but if you're just starting out like I did, that's a good one to get started out in. But I like this one more than the Phantom. Take that as you will. But I did some modifications to it. So I'm running 2 dump pouches on both sides. One is just strictly linesman. The other one is my tether and my recliner. And I also got a gear hanger on this one. I made it. I just bought 3 plastic hooks and then used one of my old buckle straps. Then for my bow puller upper, I have a dog leash. You can buy a Doyle's gear hanger, but I mean, I spent like $15 on this thing and I got it from my local farm store. But this thing worked really well. If I get above 20 feet, which I was getting about 17 this year, so I wasn't picking up that much. But if you are, this one's only a 16-footer. What I did is put a little piece of rope at the end, like a 2-foot extension basically, so then you have 2 more extra feet. But that worked really well. So what I used for sticks all this year, were Hawk Heliums. And again, when I first started, I just started off a budget, and they worked really well for really what they are. I mean, they're super cheap. I think you can get them for like $90 right now for a 4-pack of minis. And I put 2 8ers on the bottom 2. I only ran 3 steps and I could get 17 feet no problem on a straight tree. I mean, trees do come in a factor, and if I'm really stretching it and stuff like that, but my average was about 15 to 17 feet this year, which I pretty much picked a bunch of trees that had a bunch of cover, so that was never really a problem for me. But yeah, the Hawk Heliums, for what they are, they worked well. They're just super heavy, and I mean, that was really the only, and I didn't like the folding steps. I didn't really like that at all. I mean, just more extra parts moving and things that could clunk, and I had to tighten them up quite a few times throughout the season. But again, for $90 for 4 of them, you can't, if you're just starting out, I really suggest that. But and then for the platform, I used the Mission platform by Trophyline, and that was a phenomenal platform. I loved it. So much space. It's like hunting out of a deer stand, and it cants and everything. It was a really, really nice platform, and that's what Dad's still using, but he's thinking about switching what I just switched to. And the only reason why I switched from the Mission to what I'm about to show you is because it's really heavy. Like, I think it said 5 pounds. It might be a little over, a little under, but it's right around 5 pounds just for the platform. And my thing was, I want packability, and I really do want as lightweight as possible, but still be comfortable. So what I just upgraded to, and I really enjoy it. I've sat in it a few times. I haven't hunted out of it, but I've been sitting. I just sat for about an hour out here in the front yard, and it never really got uncomfortable. But I'm gonna show you the pack first. I'm gonna show you where I got the pack, or where I got it from, and then show you the platform and then the sticks I just got. So this is the pack. It's a $27 one off Amazon, and if you do some modifications to it, so the problem is that the straps on them like to come loose, and me and Dad did some modifications, just looping them back. You can kind of figure it out, but this is everything that I need to go hunting other than my bow. So my camera arm and stuff is in here. It fits really easily. Like, there's not much wiggle room, and it's not really a tight fit. It's like a perfect fit, and I use the 4th arrow camera arm. I'm not sure which one it is. It's just, I got it a long time ago, but 4th arrow, I got the base, the arm, and the 2-part base and the arm in this. With this right here is the Wingman. This right here is the trophy line Wingman. So it's a step with a platform on top. It's a fixed platform. It has, I think, a 25 degree. I might be wrong on that on the front. As you can see, cants down a little bit, so when you're leaning, you can put your feet on that. But it's a fixed platform. I didn't need all that room on the Mission. Like, I found myself half the time just using only half of the Mission platform in the first place. So I was eyeballing this thing. I bought it new off Trophy Line. I think I had a discount code. I found it on Facebook. You can look on Facebook on the classifieds all the time and find some discount codes. But I think it was all in all $179. I think they're $189 new. I might be wrong on that, but I paid $179. So basically, I got $10 off plus free shipping. But this is it. I'm going to use a buckle on it just so I can get it even tighter. But I really, really enjoy this. All you got to do is just like putting a step on, and then you're ready to go, ready to step on it. It's a platform, rock solid. I had Dad standing on it, and he's a little bit of a bigger guy, and I mean, he had no problem too. He's thinking about switching to this as well. The only thing is, it is a little awkward, but it's not that big of a problem for me when you're stepping from this step to this step. Your knees or your shins kind of hit it, but I mean, it's not that big of a problem for me. But so this is what I'm going to be running platform for the next couple hunts, and then probably all next year. I did a paint, and then I did a Cobra weave all the way around. I did green and then like a camo color on the sides. I custom painted it as well. And I'm thinking about, I'm not too sure yet, I might put an 8er on this and my other 2 sticks. But this is the platform I'm going to be running pretty much next year and the rest of this year. I just got these sticks. I found them on the classifieds as well, about 5 for $500, which is about retail price. I pretty much just didn't pay shipping, but that's how much most sticks are going for. They're still going for retail price just because they're so hard to get. And these were also stealth stripped. But these are the Lone Wolf Custom Gear double steps. And these things, I cannot tell you, compared to the Hawks, are amazing. Just how lightweight they are. I think I have to weigh them. I'll put it in somewhere like right here. I'll put it down here. But they're like, I think what they said, the spec sheet is like 1 pound and 5 ounces, maybe 1 pound and 6 ounces. But they are super loud if you don't get it. So this one I haven't stealth stripped, but they're pretty loud. I mean, I can't get it because this one's been stealth stripped everywhere. But if you can find, if you done stealth strip them, they're pretty loud if you don't stealth strip them. But that's pretty much most products right now. You have to stealth strip or do some kind of modifications. But these ones have wings. You can also put right in this hole. It's this hole right there underneath that. It's has threads in it. You can buy a couple Versa buttons. I'm probably not, just because these wings work just fine with my daisy chains. But these are the Lone Wolf Custom Gear double steps, and they're pretty freaking sweet. They're super lightweight. You just put a little bit of stealth stripping on them, and this one doesn't even have stealth strips. So imagine this one has stealth strips too. All the noises come from this one. But if you put stealth strips on them, they're super quiet. I got 2. Dad got 3. Because we bought a pack of 5, and then I got this platform. I'm thinking about the bottom step next year. I'm gonna put a 2-step baiter, a 1-step baiter on my middle step, and then another 1-step baiter on that, and I'll get plenty high enough. That's plenty high enough for me. I'll probably get 18, 19 feet, no problem. But these are 17 inches step to step, which my Hawk Heliums I personally cut down. And they were like 13 and a half, and I was still getting 15 foot with only 2 1-step baiters. 15 to 17 foot, no problem. So just these, and just no 8ers and anything, no stretching. I got 11 and a half foot, which is not that high, but with no 8ers, only 3 steps, and not really stretching, like I got up there really comfortably. That's not too bad. I put a couple 1-step or 1 2-step and then 2 1-step 8ers, and I'll be getting up there as high as I need to be. But I'm pretty excited for next year. I want to try this saddle stuff out more and getting more sits in it. I mean, this year I had probably 30 to 40 sits, and I don't even like hunting out of a deer stand anymore. So this year I hunted out of a deer stand maybe 3 sets all year. The rest were saddle or on the ground. But it's definitely one of those things. It's a learning curve. So if you want to get into it, you can't just sit in it a couple times and be like, that's not for me. You got to actually use it and try it out and do some modifications, some DIY in to get it to fit you. So my setup might not be how you like it. You might not care about packability and weight, but you want to be super, super comfortable in the stand, and I get that. But this right here is plenty for me. I'll go get a weight of the sticks. I might even I'll get the weight of the 2 sticks together, 1 stick together, and then I'll get the weight of the Wingman with a attachment method on there too, and I'll try to put it down somewhere around here. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty cool little system I got going on. It worked well for me this year. I shot a doe out of it. I missed a really good buck earlier this year. I missed the yardage on it. And I mean, it worked well. I did definitely see a lot more bucks out of it, just being mobile and moving around. Hunting spots I'd never been able to hunt, or I hunted it and I was on the ground, I couldn't see that much, or just stuff like that. Like, I just got in more places this year, bouncing around. I didn't just sit in presets all year. So I did see a lot more bucks, and yeah, I might not got any of them. I mean, there is still a lot of season left, but me being able to jump around, I did see a lot more. Now, last year I didn't have a saddle. I did, but I didn't use it that much, and then, yeah, I might have tagged out. But this year I definitely saw a lot more than last year. I just capitalized on the things I did see last year instead of this year. So I think that's where I'm going to end it here. If you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll try to answer them. But yeah, it's pretty sweet little system I got going on, and I'll let you know if Dad switches to the Wingman too, or if he's going to stick with the Mission. I'm really enjoying this Wingman. I think it said it's like 3.5 pounds, so I'll weigh that too and see what that is. I just have a little fish scale. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. I think the next video I'm going to do is a trophy room walk around, so I have all my mounts and all of Dad's mounts. I'm going to try. I don't know if it's going to work because he doesn't like being on camera, but I'm going to try to get him to talk about all of the mounts that he got from his younger years and how he got them with bow or rifle, and how he got them all like that. But I guess just stay tuned to that, and you get to see some pretty big bucks. So thank you guys for watching.